should have to. Men are enlisted in selective service. Do you think that women should have to too in the name of equality?
Oh my God. Hey, how about no selective service? Also, they say selective service as if that's the draft. This is a dumb thing I always hear from like the red pillars. Like, oh, the men have to sign up for selective service. Hey man, you weren't drafted at 18, okay? It's selective service.
I think if we're talking about equality, if women don't have to sign up for the draft, then men shouldn't either.
Okay. But since they do have to, do you think they should too?
And you want everyone to be subjugated and controlled, and I want everyone to be free.
I don't have an opinion one way or the other. My
Sounds
point,
like you do.
my point
For sure. For sure.
is that it should be fair.
Yeah.
So if the men have to do it, then the women have to do it too.
Or if the women don't have to do it, then the men shouldn't have to do it.
Right. But right now the men have to do it.
Okay. So what's easier? Saying the men don't have to, making it so that the men don't have to, removing this thing, or adding on more? What's easier? Removing it, right? Like straight up. Think of this like doing weightlifting. What's the easier part of your workout? Re-racking your weights or racking your weights? A lot easier putting them back, huh?
And right now the women don't.
Correct.
So
and
it could go either way.
That's why it goes back to feminists never fight for equality when it comes to men's issues. I've never heard women say women sign up for.
The bills that have been passed into law that have allowed for access to reproductive health care on insurance for OBGYNs, for contraceptives, and for, you'll be shocked to find out, Viagra and vasectomies were not pushed by men. They were in fact pushed by the feminist movements. The reason that you're able to get your vasectomy covered by your employer's insurance, that's because the people who were pushing for that were on the feminist fucking trains.
Selective service like the men.
Many academic feminists who want full societal equality do advocate for men's issues. And we recognize the way that certain societal norms, which by the way are designed and built and created by men, are detrimental to men. And we advocate because a lot of feminist ideology is beneficial to men. And so we are advocating for men. And so you say,
like, even on the idea of like abortion rights, access to abortion is not strictly a women's issue, right? If we're talking about like men's role in the reproductive process, right? In a relationship, there are men who use abortion predatorily, of course. Of course. But when we're talking about a marriage or a partnership where neither of them are ready to have a child, they can't financially afford it, access to that normal, regular-ass medical procedure is beneficial to the male partner in that relationship. These are complex things, of course. These are, there's more to it than just, I don't want a kid. And even that's fine, right? That's acceptable, right? Depending on the circumstances, of course. But like, it's beneficial to men that this be a thing, right? Especially if your wife or girlfriend has an ectopic pregnancy and they die from sepsis because your partner wasn't able to get medical treatment for their ectopic pregnancy, because that would be an abortion. Kind of helps men when their partners aren't dying from sepsis.
Men have to sign up for the draft, so women should have to. Where I go the opposite. You seem. Can I finish my thought though? Because you seem to be very pro-control, where I'm pro-freedom. I want everyone to have freedom over their body. I want everyone to have freedom over their choices. Where you seem to go in the opposite direction and say, if one group is
Remember, they think getting a vasectomy is cucked and anti-white? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Let me tell you. Listen. Much like this lady here, I don't know who she is. Go off. Is this her clip? Family medicine resident. I don't know how to pronounce this, but much like her, okay, I want people to have more freedom. All right? Ladies, earmuffs. Ladies, earmuffs for a second, okay? Fellas, vasectomies, very freeing. Let me tell you, pretty goddamn freeing. Okay? Okay, ladies, you're safe. Earmuffs off.